What's going on, guys? As opposed to a double eight here, and today we are doing the race time trials, and I was thinking of doing them in this Mazda MX-5 Cup, and I tried recreating the actual racing car with a few bits of Forza exclusive stuff. So without further ado, let's start from the top of the map, work our way down to the bottom of the map. As you can see, loads of race events, and yeah, I think we're going to do most of them in this MX-5. I reckon I'll be good at handling them, and let's not waste any more time and get on with it. So this is the first event, and we're going to be using the S2 class right here, so I can use the MX-5. And the whole point of this is to complete more of the Horizon Festival lists, and get more cars, money, XP, etc. So I ain't gonna try to do no top of the leaderboard times or meta builds. We're just going to try to enjoy ourselves a bit and not rush anything, so let's enjoy the show. And already I'm in a wall. That is a terrible start. I need to slow it down a bit. Alright, attempt 2. Because honestly I thought it would have a lot more grip, but obviously doesn't. I'm there in the AMG 1 bashing into every room, so even if I lose, if I keep my lap time clean, I should still be in front of him. Although, on the next event, I might change my car to an S1, just so we have a bit more control. Or, to keep things a little more interesting, use different cars for different race events. Okay, I was getting really close to the wall there. Oh, for Christ's sake, I was doing something with the Twitch. Alright, come on, don't flag me. And it was flagged. Third time lucky, and then we're just ditching the MX-5. So if I don't speak much, apologies. It will be because I'm trying to concentrate as much as possible. I just realised the AMG 1 front is on the highway setting, so the launch will be magnificent, but handling wise will be dreadful. I'm definitely going to be focusing on higher grip cars. And that is the first one done in just less than 2 minutes. Collect reward. Right, what is our next one? Because honestly, just filtering out all of normal races, just filtering out everything to show road races does make it things easier to get into and find. Alright, let's do this next. And I am not using this car again. Let's go with an S1. There's quite a few turns, so let's go with an S1 class. And I'm thinking for Honda Civic Type R would be the perfect choice. And so what if it's front wheel drive? Sometimes they're the best handling cars you can get. Alright, let's do this. With the full Mugen body kit on it. Alright, I may be slow off the line, but once I'm on the corners, I should be all good. We got a better pace than that Evo 10. Alright, we're doing... I don't want to speak too soon, but alright. This may be the second race, but that guy can't drive. And I know I'm taking some of these corners much slower than I could possibly take them, but I'd rather get a clean lap time by taking it too slow than gambling and driving too fast and bumping a wall very slightly to invalidate the lap time. But honestly, for a front wheel drive, this feels pretty good. If you drive it properly, it just sticks. And just like that, across the line. And if we do end up missing any out, then we'll go into the Horizon menu and hunt for the name of the race to do it. And then at the very end, we'll claim all the rewards. So this is the next track. And I think the S2 will be perfect. And I say S2 will be perfect is so I can use one of these track cars here. And I think a little Honda Civic, or Honda CRX I should say, would be the perfect choice for this sort of event. Let's go. Let me now look at the speed on him. I mean, he's doing a full-on running a lap. I'm hoping the handling on this will be enough to catch up and go past on our lap time. Because they've had a run up. And with how good the handling is on this, we are already on their bumper. Just like that. And I think these are definitely the meta time attack cars, until you get on a straight like that. Oh, is it wanting me to beat them? Alright then. Pay to win. That's what this car is. There we go. Claim reward. I probably didn't have to be that guy, but I did it anyway. I'm hoping it's fairly quick to complete all of these. Because if it is, that makes life so much easier. Because in all offense, I just have to complete it. I don't actually have to beat anyone. But if I do beat anyone, then that's just a bonus. Should we... Yeah, no, let's give an A-class rival a go. Search by class, because I think... Alright, that's off-road tyres. Let's go with the RX-7 FD. I think that'll be a fun one to use. We won't do classes any lower than A. And no higher than R. Or S2 I should say. Because below A is too slow, I'd say, for this. And above S2 will just be too quick and, to be quite frank, a bit stupid. Because it's mostly cars that are so fast, unless it's a time attack car that has next to no handling. I am on sport tyres, so I will have to be careful with my braking zones. But even then, because it's only A class, I should be alright. Of Christ's sake. I'm not going with an invalid time, and of course I had to get an itchy eye right at that second. Come on. Let's do this, no pissing about. Go, 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 go. I was actually backing up and then going through reset the timer. Because if that is the case, then there might be a matter on getting better timings. Right, I need to race more professionally if I'm gonna get better timings, because I keep looking at SBMW ahead and be like, I need to catch up instead of slow it down a little bit and focus on the lap time. And it's done it again, the raceline lied. We're dealing with the same problem as the MX-5. Right, one last attempt, we're going to slow it down a little bit more. A little slight drift or power slide back there, but we should be fine. Oh, that was way too close for comfort. Almost made the mistake again. Because honestly, that corner looks like you can take it a hell of a lot faster than you actually can. Although that dude in front is bouncing off quite a few walls. So leaderboard time apparently is going to be invalid, I believe. So even if I'm slower, I'm still beating them. After an error like that, I don't think there's going to be much recovery from. As we go through the tunnel, go through this final corner onto the final stretch to the finish line. And across the line in just under 2.5 minutes. Crazy how much credits we're already making from this. Alright, so our next event is over here, which looks fairly straight, so I think we should be able to get away with a faster car. it's this track here, okay. Rivals. Next to an R class. It looks fairly straight, so we should be able to get away with it. And... I kinda wanna give this Mazda a go. And start race. Oh my god, my handling is so good, I don't even trust it. I think in all honesty when we get to the Goliath sort of stage, I think this will be the sort of cars I'll be using. Just because how fast it is and how good it handles. And it'll just make completing it that little bit quicker. Because even with them little errors of going a bit too slow, we've still completed it in less than 50 seconds. Under a minute, so very good car. And on small circuits like that, be going under a minute means we can complete the other stuff faster, or get to the other things faster. Alright, next stop is over here. Around this little tiny track. Right, rivals. I think we can get away with something slower like B-Class, just because of how small the track actually is. I think I do have a good handling B-Class car though. Yeah, don't what? MX-5. I know I'm using a lot of Japanese cars, but Japanese cars in Japan is cool. And if we can win with them, even better. Start rivals. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Speed and power. Not gonna let some front wheel drive win. Even with the drift at the start, we are still pulling ahead. And across the line just like that. Very nice. Next is over here. Again, fairly straight, so I think we can get away with a slightly faster car. I'm gonna guess S2. I mean, it's a little skinnier than most places, but I think S2 will be perfect. It's annoying how we have to wait for the details to load every single time. And I'm going to use the AMG 1. Like, the Jumeirah is good, but handling wise, a bit bad. But speed, really good. Start rivals event. Let's do this. Now they've got a 5-minute time. I know for a fact this race is a hell of a lot quicker to complete than 5 minutes. And just under a minute, like a split second under a minute, we crossed the line. This is what I like to see. Next up is our first big one, the Colossus. So, even though it's fairly straight, I think S2 might be a little too fast. But at the same time, just for the sake of Wangan Midnight Club and that side of street racing, let's go for the 911 Turbo 3.3. Start event. I like how I can still see Mount Fuji in most places on the map. Target time is 1 hour 13 seconds. Oh no, 1 hour 13 minutes 14. Why you do a time like that in a raffles? It just feels like such a waste. But at least I know in certain areas I can take my time more and not rush. Because it does seem to be because I do seem to be capping out at 169 mile an hour. Alright, I spoke too soon. But we are on a little bit of a downhill section, so that is definitely going to help the car out. Handling wise is pretty decent too, which will be very important once we hit Tokyo. But like, look at the scenery and everything, it's just so nice. Like, this is one of them races where I'll end up struggling talking about something because it's just practically a straight line all the way down. Nor do I have the nor do I have the view account live to have a full-on conversation during this either. We are in Tokyo. I'm going to slow down a tad because the last thing I want is to hit a wall and invalidate my lap time. But it does look like we are going up towards the Daihaku parking area as well. I'm going to drive down the racing line as much as possible. Why it goes out to then go on this side, I have no idea. But we are just going over Daihaku now. It feels like the race line is taking more turns than it needs to. Too close to that roof there. Well, we are now leaving Tokyo, or left Tokyo I should say, onto the, I'm not going to say final stretch because we've still got to follow this part of the expressway all the way around. Okay, I was a little sketchy. I'm so glad I put the accelerator off a little bit just so I don't hit that wall, because even the slightest tap can validate it. But we must be getting near the end now, unless this is just a halfway point. Someone just beeped outside. It just made me myself a little bit because I was too engrossed in this lap time. But the end must be near. Come on, we must be so damn close. Try to make my aim route a little bit just to try to get some extra time, shave a few seconds. If this was an actual race, I'd probably still be sat behind a few cars. But the crazy thing is, I was only really Tokyo, I had to slow down for. Come on, don't slow down too much on the downhill. Oh shoot. Almost got a bit cocky there. But there's the finish. In 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes 40. Claim reward. Let's see if we can see what all that racket was about. Nobody outside the house. So it must be a taxi driver or something. As we fast travel to our next event once the game loads in. Alright, what is next? Blimmin' heck, we got 88,000 credits just for completing a Rivals event. Alright, so I think we've done that. So next up is this one here. Again, looks fairly straight. So we can get away with a less grippy, faster car, I reckon. Although, not to take any risks, I'm still going to stick to fairly grippy vehicles only. But let's go S2 class. And go with... So let's go with the LFA Forza edition. That is a good car. Right. I've already been at this for 40 minutes, it doesn't even feel that long. Ah, don't matter, let's go. Okay, that went horribly wrong, I'm so glad I didn't miss the checkpoint. Oh shoot. Ah, I've invalid my lap. God damn it, dude. Right, I don't want to reset the rival, so I'm just going to reset again. Right, this time we're going to go a little bit slower, especially in that section there. Oh, how dare I do that at the very end as well. Yes, a little bumpy section there I can easily throw you off. And across the line. So when you make no mistakes, it's very quick. Alright, next stop is this race over here. I hope I'm doing this in an alright order, because I do want to hit each one as efficiently as possible. And I already know the Goliath is going to take at least 20 minutes anyway. Again, this one's fairly straight. Let's go for an R-Class. I'm sorry, was that a transit van? Oh no. The Tacoma, or wherever it is. Let's use the transit van, just for the memes. And because the rival has a rig time as well. Start rifles then. Alright, go. And that is one of the main reasons why I don't like using electric vehicles in these games. They're so heavy, even at a high enough class. It's a bit hard. Alright, let's do this properly. And not wreck on our first corner. The only thing this has going for itself is how quick it gets to its top speed. I thought I didn't have enough braking force there. I honestly don't trust this thing enough to go full throttle. Right, this is the last corner, and now full throttle to the end. That's probably going to be my worst run ever, and there will be someone that won't be able to beat it. Right, next. Next. I've just done that. So we'll come down here. Which puts me back up to the same point. Okay. Just make life that more confusing. Rivals. Let's go S2 class. And go with a Honda S2000 time attack car. Because these things are rapid. And I can trust it a bit more than the average vehicle in this game. Especially anything electric or has more power than necessary, shall we say. And away we go. But honestly, when I do the Goliath, I'm definitely using one of these time attack cars because, my god, for handling. My gears were too high. Too focusing on not hitting the walls. As I come up to the final stretch. And across the line. So even if that wasn't a bad lap time, well no, even if it wasn't an invalid lap time, it would still be a win. Right, next we'll come down here more. Bang out with a few in Tokyo. The Tokyo area, do these two. Them two. That one here. And that should be all of them. I think. I hope it is. Because that would be definitely ideal. Especially if that means we can claim all the rewards at the end as well. So we got the highway circuit, switch to normal events so I can go into rivals. Alright, so this... Yeah, so this is just the Tokyo Expressway as a loop. But just staying in Tokyo. Alright, let's go S2 class. I know I'm constantly using a lot of the higher class cars, but The quicker the better. Let's go for this GTR. Three, two, one, go. And this car was another car pass vehicle, so could be one I'm pay to wins again. Is bro drifting? No, but he's definitely hit every single wall and plummeted straight into the other. It feels like a gamble doing this sort of speed. But as long as I slow down enough for these corners here, I should be alright. Stay central. And full speed across the line. Very nice. Next up is this one here. Wait, have I done that one yet? Wait, no, that's still part of one of the ones into you. So we'll do this one, that one, then down here, then M4 there. And I believe that might be all of them. I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just gonna double check this challenge menu quickly. Do I just... Alright, so it definitely says I don't have to beat anyone. Oh, the drag strips count as well, okay. These three... I'd have never guessed. So we'll do all these normal races first, and then the 3 drag strips. You'd think the drag races would be a whole separate thing. Alright, this was the next event, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Right, losing my mind here. Just ignore me. Been at this for nearly an hour already. Let's go for A class. What's the actually? What's the time first? 1:55. 7 minutes. Yeah, I'd rather not be competing with my friends list at the moment, shall we say? And I think it'll be good trolls if I do it in this, because why not? It'll still be a 7 minute. Because I don't think a D class would take 7 minutes around this. So I just realised the name of the circuit and I'm using an electric vehicle as well. I was accidental. Definitely not planned. And I've just realised I've got a Made in Japan sticker on the back of this thing, even though it's from China. No control. And it's slow as for a S1 class. Across Shibuya. Through this tight little section, this car is the perfect size. Oh, sideways. Saved it. Coming up to the final corner. And down we go. Across the line. That was painful to drive, not gonna lie. Next one is, let's do this. I think because of how small Tokyo is, I should keep using some slower cars or more grippier vehicles. And honestly, I feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit, but honestly, for lack of commentary I can sometimes get here. I don't want any slower than A, that's the only problem. Right, 8 minutes. I could use this. I could use that and still beat it, but we're taking this a little bit more seriously. And let's use the Mark II Golf. Even though I went with like a car show sort of design build on this. And because of how much progress I still need to do, I'm just going to quickly grab a glass of water before I start the next race. Give me a second. Okay. Also, I've drank 2 teas and onto a cup of water within an hour. Alright, that's refreshing. Right, let's start the event. And go. And my bathroom door doesn't show properly. Okay, I'll complete this race and then I'll show properly. While I fast travel to the next venue. Okay. This has no steering. Hooray. I love a car with no steering. Oh, let's try it again. Alright, that's a bit better. There we go, now we've got some of a rhythm of a roll going. Right, save it. Okay, that was close. Right. Bit close for comfort, that was. Let's go hard on the brakes. And keep it going. And more speed and power we go. Hard on the brakes again. And we've completed 85% of the race. This is our final stretch. Shouldn't need to use the brakes whatsoever now. And across the line. And I don't think I ever want to use this in another race again, as cool as it is. Right, next race. Oh wait, I didn't see these two down here as well. Silly me. Alright, I think we'll do these two down here first, and then make our way across. And you think you're nearly done and see another two events. That was an E63 there. Alright, this race actually takes us into Tokyo, that's handy. No one's done any of these. Right, S1 class I think. And honestly, I think I should use this to walk Acura NSX. It should handle well. It looks like it would handle well. I can't remember the build I've done on it, but if it's got slick tyres, then it should handle really well. Alright, speed and power, let's go. Oh yeah. I like how this handles already. This is some really good progress. Alright, I got scared there, I didn't want to hit a wall. But look at that, you can see Tokyo in the background. I just love the visuals of this game. The map location is perfect, and I'm not glazing Japan or whatever, as much as it sounds like I am in these videos, but honestly, it's just a beautiful game. And across the line. And I like how in this game the rivals pay off quite well as well. Right, rivals. I think B class might be a good one. And let's go through the Honda Civic. I only use the lower class states on really small circuits because then it adds a bit more variety of cars we're using. And away we go. Oh, this is actually quicker than I thought it would be, and I'm using a B class for Christ's sake. But this is a small truck, but we are getting less than, we're going to get a time that's less than a minute. Less than 50 seconds, just. Even better, even better. Right. We must be near the end now, surely. We don't actually have that many races left, it seems. Next stop, up here, the Haku Circuit. Again, the circuit looks fairly straight. Why is that half an hour? Right, S2 class. Let's go for... Oh yeah, let's use this Forza edition here. Even though the truck is fairly straight for this. But we should be alright. And away we go. Okay, that was a turn quicker than I thought it was going to be. Oh my god. This car is scary. It's so small. It's like a literal go-kart. So it's twitchy enough to be a go-kart as well. That's the scary part. And done in under a minute. Nice. That's the sort of timings we like to look for. What was that, Forza Edition bonuses right there? Hell yeah. Right, let's do this race here first. Because I don't think there is. Ah, there's one there as well. I don't think we've done that one either. Actually, no, we have done that one. Alright, let's do this one first. And then do these 4 here. And that should be all of the road races done, and then we can do the 3 drag races, and that should be all the road racing section complete. Captained rival. Wait, have I already done it? Can't remember if I've already done it. No, I haven't done the Ito run. Right, let's go for the. Let's go Jumeirah. Screw it. We might as well do at least one race with this thing. In theory, the dirt race and the cross country should take less time than the road racing, because we only have 1 big race while the road race has 2, and we're not dealing with drag strips either. Even though drag strips would only take about 15 to 30 seconds each. And honestly, for the drag racing, I might use this Jumeirah. Because the handling isn't the greatest, but it is definitely quick. And I reckon with off-road tyres, it might be an overpowered off-roader. Actually, that might be an experiment video one day. Is the Jumeirah better as an off-road rally car than it is on the road? Ah, honestly, of course, when I was halfway there as well. Okay, I was way too close to. Right, this is where I wrecked last time, so I'm definitely going to be a lot more careful. I do not trust this car whatsoever. Feels like I might be better off just putting drag tyres on this thing and getting rid of every last bit of weight imaginable. Right, car on the brakes. And away we go on the next straight. Because it's this sort of speed that makes up for the lack of handling. Oh, I think drift just saved me from hitting that wall a little bit. And final stretch. Cross the line. Definitely not using that again unless I'm going in a straight line. Right, next is these two. So I'll do this one first. Then it's one Legend Island and the Goliath, and and the free drag racing, and that should be everything done. Should be. I hope it is. Alright. Rivals fairly straight again. I think we can gamble in our class. And I think the perfect car is the Ferrari Welcome Pack. Because I used this quite a bit for the road racing when completing the main races. And it was quite successful, so I hope it's just as successful when it comes to this as well. Start race. I mean, the sheer speed, are we going to get some air? No air. Okay. It's probably from the amount of aero in this thing. I don't trust the racing line about one bit. And I had a higher chance plowing into the wall. Although this handle's way too good to be trusted. So when I'm weirding myself, yeah, know it handles well, but you don't trust it enough to go full throttle. Because like, it's just so twitchy, it's unbelievable. And hit the walls. We are so close to the end. Can't afford hitting their walls. It wasn't much of a need to brake as hard as I did back then, but honestly, let's not risk it unless I'm going for a try hard, top the leaderboard sort of time, which I ain't. And saying that, this is the last corner, final stretch, across the line. Collect reward. Next race. Right, I've already done the Ito sprint, I'm not doing that again. We'll do, so I've got this and M2, and that should be all the road races done. Then the 3 drags, and that should be the end of our recording. Honestly, I think I've made some good progress. I did honestly think it would take much longer. I'm glad it didn't. Alright. Let's give my X5M a go. Because I did try and make this a track build, so we might as well throw in the rivals and see how well this actually performs. And away we go. Of course I'm getting messages midstream, mid-race. An order has arrived at the door. Hopefully another member of the family can get that for me. As in all fairness, I delayed doing this recording as much as possible because it was meant to arrive between 8:30 AM to I think it was 12:40. And it's currently 3:10 in the afternoon, so maybe, what was that, 2 hours late? Terrible. Well, more like an hour and a half late, isn't it? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'll go and get after the stream. Right, let's keep it going. We are towards the end on the final stretch. And if anyone's asking, yes, there is a V12 in this BMW X5. And across the line. Very nice. That's another rival beaten and completed. Question is, if they've actually delivered it. Hopefully, they just shoved it through a letterbox or something. And they're like, oh yeah, we have ordered it, and in reality, like, oh yeah, we're just going to keep it in the van, because I have had a few times where that has happened. Not by Royal Mail, luckily, but this has been experienced a few times with Every. So I definitely trust Royal Mail a lot more than Every. But saying that, Every in my local area has definitely gotten better. Especially with this old fella that just drives around delivering it instead of whoever it was the last time. Oh, let's do this Arrivals and then this Goliath and then Drag Strip. Alright, let's go S1. Let's use the M2 Forza Edition. I didn't spend this much time designing the car not to use it. And away we go. Right, a bit of bad shifting going on, but we should be alright. Across the line. Exactly 1 minute 30. Nice. It's not a 1 minute 30 dead, but it's close enough to be. Now for the big boy, the Goliath, and then the 3 drag races, and that'll be us done. So another, let's say, plus load times 30 minutes, maybe a little less. I mean, we're getting a decent amount of credits every time we complete one of these. If you remember, like the previous titles, like Horizon 1, 2, maybe 3 and 4. I didn't really do much Rivals in 5, so I wouldn't know. It'd only give you like a couple of thousand payout, but this payout is as if I'm not even going to try a chance in that. S2 class, change of plans, and Well, let's use this. And on here, it actually gives you a proper amount of credits as if you've done the race itself, which I quite like. So if you wanted loads of credits in this game, you could do constant laps on these tracks, either with rivals or an actual race. As long as you're not doing glitches with this, you can actually make a good amount of money. I've just realised I don't think I've upgraded this car either, so we're running this stock, but because it is a proper race car, we should be alright. Because as you saw, one of the best lap times from one of my friends being at 22 minutes in our class, I'm hoping I can get the same sort of time with this in S2. Right. The handling on this is just a dream. It doesn't feel overly twitchy either. It feels like you can just threaten the corners quite happily, make a few errors and they'll still go around smooth. I was going to say don't miss the checkpoint, and that was a bad turn, so if I was competing for an actual time, I'd say this is too slow after that error. But as long as I don't lose my valid time by hitting a wall or rewinding or whatever, I should be fine. I've had a genuine message on Twitch there, but it's just somebody trying to promote something. Probably some AI junk. Right, there we go. That was a bit close. Need to keep my head in the game. This is the longest race ever. Well, the longest Goliath and the longest race in the game. And the longest Goliath out of every Horizon game. Even longer than the Nürburgring in Motorsport. So, failing on this will be a worse nightmare. Let's keep it going. Nearly missed that turn. I wonder how many players have missed that turn. I'm kind of interested. Can't afford on this checkpoint either. Going up the mountain passes now. Crazy thing is, the people who set these 5-hour lap times had to be sat in this race and complete it in 5 hours. So even if they do the whole lap and not go across the line, they've still basically sitting at that line for 5 hours without their console or whatever turning off. Still sort of drifting up the mountain a little bit, but we should be all good. We should be near the top of this little mountain pass. But again, I reckon our slow section will be when we go near Tokyo. I can't remember if we're going through it or just around it. And I'm not going to open the map to check because we're trying to get it completed as quick as possible. And we've been here for a while already. No. Okay, I was a bit too close for comfort. We are at the top of the map, so we are halfway through this race. Any faster I probably would have been off the road and into that wall of the house. Back down the mountains we go. Because if I didn't fly off the bridge. Okay, I was a little bit of a sketchy turn, little drift there. Not a bad entry, could have been smoother, but honestly, would have been worse. Or just imagine the amount of skill points you could get by doing a lap of the Goliath on the rivals, like just drifting and stopping every time you get to, and when you get enough of 10 skill points, 10 skill perks. So you could use like the Subaru 22B with all the extra perks on it to get you that times 9 multiplier. Stop every time you're at like 55,000 or something. And see how many perks you can get at the end of the Goliath, plus being paid for doing the Goliath. So that's probably the meta. Not gonna lie, that's actually probably the best meta to get skill perks. Big races like this, because you can get them perks plus the credits for completing them races. Okay, I had to save it. Needle as well, but the problem is auto drive will disable your time for the leaderboards, and it'll give you that orange, well, yellow exclamation mark invalidating your leaderboard time because it's not actually you driving. Oh no. There's the checkpoint. Can I keep going? Yes, I can. I was going to say I'm not having that invalidate my time. Not a chance. I think I was just able to save it. If I did anything worse than that, it probably would have invalidated the time. That's scary. That was. I wasn't going to do that whole 17 minutes again. Hello, morning. I am good. How are you? Come on. I'm fine, just chilling, thanks for asking. So how far do you like the game? Honestly, the game is great. I've put just over 100 hours in the last month of non-stop playing this. I'm just trying to complete some of the last challenges. Yeah. Honestly, whatever time I could fit in after work and going out and about and everything. Don't do it, you stupid car. Have you played the game? How are you liking it? Are you on PS? No, I'm on the Xbox. But saying that, when is the release date for the game on PlayStation? Actually, because I don't think there has been an announcement for it yet for PlayStation, has there? Unless it'll be like Forza Horizon 5 where it gets it 2-3 years later. You're on PC, nice. Would you play it on Steam or the general Game Pass? The game's visuals is insane. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, no, it's... I love how good the graphics are on here. Just amazing. Game Pass, yeah. Same. I've got the game on Game Pass plus the premium add-on bundle with it. So I can get all the DLCs, and when it had early access, the early access as well. Mine is off today, so I think I can give it a shot. Yeah, today I'm off as well, yeah. What day is it? Yeah, Wednesday today. I just have to check the calendar there. Not a good thing to do on the, well, racing. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, nah, man. Yeah, this week I've got off. Happy Wednesday, yeah. Yeah, so this week and next week I've got off, and then from the week after next I'll be working from the Wednesday to the Saturday. So it's only 4 days a week, but 10-hour shifts. So at least it's 3 days off, nothing to complain about. What games do you stream over besides this one? Mostly the Forza games. Sometimes some of the other racing games. Very rarely Minecraft. And if there's content somewhere, then I will try to stream that, because if I'm not streaming on here, I'm getting pictures and videos from car meets and shows to post on YouTube as well. Do you do any social media bits, like YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, whatever? I'm on Discord only. Fair. Discord's pretty decent. I know sometimes I'm thinking from Mars. Fair. Are you on Discord? Yeah, I am. I can't even remember my name on Discord, but if you send me your Discord in the chat after this race, I'll take a picture of it, and at the end of the stream I'll send you a friend request. No. Oh my god, I thought I was going to hit that wall there. 23 minutes gone to waste. Oh, that was too close. I think I'm near the end. As soon as I come out of Tokyo, we'll be on to Legend Island and across the line. Just followed. Cheers, thank you for the follow. Yeah. I hope these streams are entertaining enough. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, is this even entertaining? Is this even stream worthy? By the way, how old are you? By the way, are you? Oh, horror games. That's what I'm sort of against at the screen. It's 0.2 seconds. I actually don't really play many of them. Oh no! Oh my god! How did that not get invalid? How did that not get invalid? Yes! Saved by the Forza gods! Get in there! Got lucky! Oh my days, got lucky. You're 24, nice. I am 22. 23 in August. Alright, that couldn't have gotten any luckier. Oh my days, how that didn't get invalid. And I thought my car was going to be stuck as well. Oh, that's too close to come for that. But it is the final stretch of the Goliath rivals. Alright, the island and the finish is just round the... Well, we're on the island, we're just round the corner. It's in the... I think it usually helps streamers grow, so then you can get more views. Then you can enjoy them with them. Alright. That's interesting. Sounds like you know quite a bit about the streaming, so are you into horror games? Honestly, I haven't played enough of them to say I like them or not. Right, as the Goliath complete. Oh my god, finally that last section. Oh my god, saved. Absolutely saved. I'm surprised when you said you don't stream. Like, I'm surprised you don't if you know that much. You really like Resident Evil games? I haven't actually played any Resident Evil, believe it or not. Right, what challenges are left for the road racing? We must be near the end. 199,000. Hell yeah. That is some good credits. Alright, let's have a look. So all of them road... Yeah, so it's just the 3 drag races that are left. And then we can claim all the rewards. You only need 25 followers and 3 average views. Okay, if that's all I need, then the more I stream, the quicker I should be able to get to that, surely. Alright, so what do I need? Drag racing. Here we go. Drag race events. First one is down here. Each one of these should take no more than about 15 seconds, I reckon. Rivals. Let's go straight to our class. We need to be as fast as possible. Although... Is anything less than 7? Okay, something silly like that. It's just... It looks like that should speed things up a bit. But now I can even get my words out there. Let's go with the 86. Well, to get an audience here, you have to work on your identity as a streamer so your channel stands out more. Fair. Okay. So probably more variety of games, I reckon. If you know how the Twitch algorithm works. Honestly, I've been mostly using the YouTube algorithm and only using Twitch to record the stuff I need to then transfer straight over to Twitch. Well, not Twitch, it says Twitch, YouTube. Alright, that's the first one done. 2 more to go. Twitch puts only those channels in the recommendations section that get more clicks or taps on their profile. Okay, makes sense. Come on, game, today will be nice. Cheers. Oh, you happen to have a strong identity? With that you can grow easily. Alright. So just like anything, it'll take a bit of time, but surely the more I stream, that should quicken the progress, surely, as well. Ito airstrip. 11 seconds? Oh, I'm not going up against no MX-5. What would be the fastest in B class? Probably the Golf R. Right, I'll take a picture of your username and I'll add you at the end of the stream. Start rivals. Speed and power, let's go. Big pickup truck, why did you use one of them on a drug strip? I do not know. I'll be back in a few minutes, okay. Well, that's race number 2. Well, drag number 2 done. Now for the third and final. So the last one is the festival drag strip. Over 2 hours later. My god, I've been at this way too long. Right, rivals. Anime god. I reckon that you'll be an easy one to beat regardless of what I use, so let's go with the Jamira. That thing will be much quicker than the AMG 1. So, yeah, perfect. If it is, perfect. Even if the AMG 1 has that little extra acceleration, the Jamira's speed should shoot through it quickly. Or past it quickly, I should say. Start race. Speed and power, let's go. Too many gear shifts. But we have got the lead on the of the AMG 1. They are not going to keep up whatsoever. 200, just under 230 across the line. If my shifting was better, probably above 230. And that should be all events completed now.
set time for every single route in Rivals mode. Way to go. Now, Jake.
Check your journal. Very nice. So as you can see here, we are getting an Afraid of No Rivals, Kick-Ups emote, and a Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS. And that is the Road Rivals complete. After 2 hours and 10 minutes later, we're going to call it an end. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time.